Hello and welcome to this special report here at XM.com. I'm Maria Pachordes, and joining me is Senior Investment Analyst Marios Hadjikyriacos. We'll be discussing the upcoming French presidential election and the potential reaction in the euro. So Marios, the first round of the election will be held on Sunday, April 10th. Emmanuel Macron, the current president, and the opponent he defeated in the last election, the far-right Marine Le Pen, are frontrunners in opinion polls. Do you think we'll end up with a 2017 repeat in the second round?
Hello, Maria. Well, that's what opinion polls are saying. So it's a very crowded field. So it's very difficult for any single candidate to get the 50% they need to end the election in the first round. So we are probably going to a second round, and it looks like it's going to be Macron against Le Pen again. Now, Macron is leading very comfortably in the first round, but if you look at opinion polls for the second round, it's a very tight race. Macron is polling at 52 to 53%. Le Pen is around 47 to 48. So that's almost within the margin of error. So it's very plausible that we could see a surprise. And ultimately, I think that's the race we are going to get. Macron enjoyed a boost lately in opinion polls. He tried to diffuse the situation in Ukraine. He was in the center of the diplomatic efforts, and that boosted his popularity. But that, let's say, that popularity spell is starting to wear off now as the war is dragging on and inflation has spiked. Now, Le Pen, on the other hand, she has taken advantage of this whole situation. She dropped her focus away from immigration and anti-EU, like in the last election, and now she's focusing more on economic problems like rising cost of living and so on. So this new strategy seems to be working. She has risen very dramatically in polling surveys, and I think that her chances of getting elected are much higher than 2017.
Okay, so what about the market reaction? Whose victory do you think is going to cause bigger moves in the euro?
Well, that's a very interesting question. So I think that the risks surrounding the euro are asymmetric, and I think that a Macron victory might boost the euro, but just a little bit, whereas a Le Pen victory could harm the euro a lot. So why do I think that? Well, for starters, Macron is widely expected to win. He's already the market's baseline scenario. It's the most probable outcome in a sense, right? So if he wins, it's not a huge surprise. So yes, the euro might gain, but not dramatically. Now, why might the euro gain? Because Macron has been a very positive force in the European Union. While he was president of France, he tried to fix essentially two of the main problems in the eurozone's economic architecture, which is the absence of eurobonds, a common bond that is issued by all of the countries, and he also lobbied against the rules that prevent governments from running large deficits. So, and of course, that's what enforces austerity on nations. So Macron is the most growth-friendly candidate, and therefore I think the most Euro-friendly candidate. Now, if Le Pen wins, it wouldn't be a disaster for the euro because she's not saying she wants to exit the European Union or the euro anymore, but she does. But for example, the drive to reform the European Union from within and to integrate, that would be gone. There would be a leadership vacuum essentially on a European level, and that I think would be bad news for the euro. So right now, we've seen a sharp spike in implied volatility for euro dollar options. That means that the cost of hedging the euro is going up. There's a lot of demand for hedging. The bond market is telling a very similar story. If you look at the spread between French and German 10-year bonds, that has ballooned. That means investors are dumping French bonds faster than German ones. That shows political risk. So there are some market nerves, but I don't think the market is prepared for a Le Pen victory.
Marios, thanks so much. And thanks for joining us at XM.com.